It's been a while since I made a video. Work's been busy 6 days a week. It's hard to get anything done. I know in the last video I did, I said I was going to work on a KX 125. I had no time to do that. I sold that to my boy. He did the top end on it. Ran great. Sold it, made $500-600 on it. And that's gone. On to this. He came across this on Marketplace. It was listed as a 2006. You can tell just by that it's not a 2006, but anyway, $1,000 best offer. Does not run, but they did do a bunch of work to the motor apparently. New top end, cam, bells, yada yada. Kind of agreed on $750 on it. Got down there, as soon as I looked at it I could tell it needed a ton more work than just does not run. By all the wire nuts down inside there. Yeah, the whole wiring harness is cut to pieces and spliced back together. Down in there. Let's get this off. It's a mess. So, and what else? It didn't run. Okay. So, the day after I got it home, well, let's see. We agreed on $750. I get down there, didn't like the way it was. Wasn't interested in it really at all. Ended up telling them like $650. We agreed at $675, so I bought it for $675. I figured it didn't really matter at that point. For that kind of money, I could part it out. But didn't say anything about the wiring harness being cut. He didn't say anything about it leaking oil. It's missing the airbox lid. It's missing all kinds of crap. But anyways, whoever put it together, I think they just put it together finger tight. It was leaking oil out of everything, and it's mainly because it was just loose bolts. It was pouring oil out. But what I found was, whoever spliced this thing actually did it correctly, somewhat. I did trace all the wires. They had everything hooked up except for a couple back here. There was 2 or 3. Hooked those together, pulled the plug out of it. I was going to do a compression check and check for spark. And there was 0 gap on the spark plug. It was completely bent down. So I gapped that and had spark. Did a compression check. It was only 80 pounds, I think. And I knew it was low, but it was enough to make it run. I mean, it's going to run on 80 pounds. It just, supposedly it was all new. That's what kind of stumped me. But anyways, had spark. Put the gas tank on, put the spark plug back in, hooked the battery's junk, hooked up the charger, and it fired right up. I have video of that. I'll throw that in here. So it took me about 20 minutes, and I had a, this does not run, don't have any idea what's wrong with it. I was riding it at that point. But it needed a ton of work. I mean, I could have literally just put it back on Marketplace and probably doubled my money after 15 minutes of just messing with it. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pull the motor out of it. I ordered a gasket kit for it. Strip it all the way down, put it all back together. Hopefully everything in there is good. I mean, it's just leaking oil. And what happened was it was missing a couple of case bolts. I put those in, tightened a couple other ones up, and it got down to just a slight drip out of the case. But the head was leaking, or it was leaking between the head and the cylinder. So I pulled the cover off, and without pulling the cam. But these nuts right here that I could get to without pulling the cam off, they were all but just finger tight, because when it warmed up, you could look between the cylinder and the head and just see oil bubbling out of it, and it was smoking. But it ran, and that's probably the reason why it only had 85% or 85 pounds of compression. But we're gonna see. just gonna kind of take you along. You know, this isn't a how-to rebuild an engine. I'm not gonna go through all that. There's a lot of people that are doing them. A lot of videos on there. You don't need to watch this one. I'm just gonna, you know, show you what you can get on Marketplace. Let you know what I paid for it, how much I have in the parts, and I'm probably more than likely gonna ride it a little bit and then sell it and move on to another project because I like to work on them. And you know, you can kind of see what you can get for, you know, hopefully around 1,200 bucks. This will be, you know, not a new machine, but a very reliable one. So we'll see. All right, the 400's done. It's been a while, actually. Forgot all about it. Figured I'd throw this video together. Engine's back together. It's in it, obviously. Runs great. No more oil leaks. What else did I do to it? Bearings, brakes. I think I had 650, 675 bucks into this. It's in the video. The video isn't that great. It's just thrown together. It's kind of an afterthought, really, but just starts it up, runs great. The graphics kit I didn't add. Oh, there you go. It's hard to do with just one hand, but, and it's cold, really cold. You can see by the snow. It's January. I think I started this project in August or September, and it's actually been done a while. It's just been sitting here after I sold it. Forgot all about it, so I figured I'd finish this video and show you. There it is. Probably, I don't know. Probably around 1,100 bucks into it total when it was all said and done. Like I said, I didn't put the graphics kit on it, but that's it. We have 2 more projects to do. I will throw in a picture of what the next project is, and it's going to be fun. So you're going to want to see that.